let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, all in it. You gotta, baby, shake that, shake that, shake that. You gotta, baby, shake that, shake that. I got 2 shows, I'm about to pitch another. Throwing alley-oops to my brothers. We all shine, nobody victims. I'm on these sweatsuits, black Pippins. I swag different. That's why the money in the bag different. Come up short, you'll have your fam. I lay on beaches and swerving whips. You ain't serving, you just an urban myth. Every day, get ride around Queens on the jet ski, it's me. Every day, get to the day I die. Every day, get, man, I that, and I that, bouncing up and down, nearly broke, just let me breathe for a minute, just let me breathe for a minute, just let me breathe for a minute, White Range Rover.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we've got an exciting matchup on tap. It's the Gunners coming in at 7-5, going up against the Bills, who come in at 8-4.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Houston Gunners. 2 teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. They'll set up to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So not the turnaround they were hoping for, at least on this first drive. They were shut out last week, now an opening 3 and out.
And when you're coming off a game as they had last week, being shut out, this type of a start really puts a dent into your confidence.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football, overtime, when you do it consistently, usually translates into win.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
And it's 7-0 Buffalo. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Now a handoff looking right. Room here to run. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Well, no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets. They don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
Looking to throw on second down. O'Neal. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Now they try the right side here. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be fourth down. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills getting set to go. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Back to throw here. Looking right sideline, that's complete. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
Every now and then when we see a really good run, we really tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen. What the offensive line did, what the receivers did to help. Sometimes the running back's pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of good yardage and made it happen with great effort.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 6 there on first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
No, check, Patriot!
Now a handoff as they run left side. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. The gun now on third down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
On 1st and 10, O'Neal. He's got his man on the crossing route. The 30, the 20. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there, 78 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. And that makes it 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the hometown guys with a football here to begin this second quarter of play. But they face a second and long to start things out. Looking to throw. O'Neal. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Now a handoff looking right. Shifts by him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. They run a draw here on 2nd down, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be...
And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the 2nd quarter, it has been a struggle. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Operating from the gun, O'Neal. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Carl Lawson in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the 1st down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking 1st down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a 1st down.
So a good kick that time, and he's able to redeem himself from the previous miss.
And fortunately for him, he got the chance to do that not long after missing the 1st time. Sometimes a whole game goes by, and you don't get that chance at all. So you keep it with you till the next time you take the field.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. And now here's a carry heading left. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Throwing on first down. O'Neal. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on third down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass.
Now let's go. Blue, line it. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
From the gun, O'Neal. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
All right, now look at 56.
A big 30-yard play on third.
All right, now look at 56. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Check three. Watch it now, Barney.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout.
All right, now look at 56. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Back to throw. O'Neal. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Past the 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. 81 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Flush, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go now. That's it now. Over.
Operating from the gun. O'Neal throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now the Bills will take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Here we go now.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. On 1st down, O'Neal finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Give him 7 on the play. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. To throw on 2nd down, O'Neal. And this is caught at the 8. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Tyreek Hill, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys are able to make this a close game again.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And here come the Bills. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
All right, here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage, so as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, O'Neal flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Looking to throw. O'Neal. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 24. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. And the lead is up to 14. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out comes Houston. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back, and now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
A huge play there for Houston. 45 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Set. Green 39.
From the gun, O'Neal. Dancing to his left. And he fires one incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. 6 yards still to go here on 2nd and goal. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And his kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So 3 points is the outcome, but probably not what they're looking for given the drive that they were on.
Yeah, things were looking good. You had it 1st and goal, but then the offense sputters a bit, and they're forced to settle for a field goal.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
7 yards on the play, and it's a 2nd down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
I love when a play results in a game that I can actually kind of fall back on one of my favorite adages, and that is anytime there's a run over 10 yards, it means that the offensive line did its job, but you know who else did? The wide receiver. Because the first 7 yards kind of belong to the offensive line and the running back. Anything after that means the wide receivers did a great job of blocking downfield, being willing to mix it up, and give them some more space to gain additional yardage. That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Now let's go. Detroit! Detroit! No, Jack Patriot!
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Hurry up, here we go. Leopard. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
In my book, that's running the ball well but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. A good first down call as the screenplay gets them 9. Second down now after the pass completion. Operating from the gun, O'Neal. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The offense on third down tonight, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he'll give it here to his running back. And now running right through it. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there. And it helps him move the sticks. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
All right, here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
From the gun, O'Neal. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. To throw again, O'Neal. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
There's several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And they bring their punter out there now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets off a high spiraling kick. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Bills. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They'll look to throw here on first down. Finding room inside the 40. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Here we go now.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Steps away to his left. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down. Now they try the right side here. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He'll drop to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in from from 7 yards away. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. Impressing this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's going to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun, O'Neal. And now another one thrown incomplete. And on now is the punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken right on the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. But it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
We just saw another example of really good. Him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. And he finds a man on a crossing route. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Leopard! Watch it now, Barney! All right, here we go.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Back to throw. O'Neal. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Crawford. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Looking to throw on second down. O'Neal. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had a lot of chances but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bills are going to get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Looks like he'll throw here. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Fresh set of downs here.
Watch it now, Barney!
Now they try the right side here. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at it. The Bills on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Back to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a fourth quarter advantage. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. So it'll be first down here after the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Giving up a lot of points in this game, but look better on that play. He'll look to throw. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called